Hey everybody, hopefully this is working. We are just wrapping up a game night here. It was snowy outside, but our attendance and vibes were still great. So thank you for those who came out. But one thing we're trying this year is every month we want someone to talk about a game or a series that meant something to them. And I figured I'd go first because I'm greedy like that. So a game or a series that meant something to me was the Yakuza / Like a Dragon series, also including the Judgment games. These have been out since about 2003. They started on PS2. It was one of Sega's big new IPs after they closed down the Dreamcast. And they were made by a studio now called RGG. I'm not going to say the full name because I'll get it wrong. And it's kind of Japan's answer to GTA. There's no driving, barely any guns. But what it's evolved into was just a melodrama, like gang stories with a ton of betrayal, a ton of like a soap opera. And on the outskirts of that is a lot of kookiness in the open world cities of Japan. What's cool is they've used the same cities for the past like 20 years, which it seems lazy, but they keep evolving them, and like you get affection for seeing these cities year after year. And so I am not a big anime like Japan culture guy, but thank you, Pasha. I'm looking at her, so she gets to listen to me twice. Uh, but the series has meant a lot to me. I started playing around COVID, and it's an easy to pick up brawler series from Yakuza 1 through 6, and also Yakuza 0. And then it's evolved into an RPG with the Like a Dragon series with our new protagonist there, Ichiban. So Kazuma Kiryu is our original protagonist, looking there stately in the white. He's just the perfect man who's just betrayed by society over and over, much like our good friend Johnny from The Room. And then Ichiban is kind of more your Will Ferrell goof that gets real mad and attacks things, but he's still definitely got his heart in the right place, like your Will Ferrell or your Andy Samberg from Hot Rod. So wonderful characters, ton of melodrama. So, but if you don't get into that vibe like completely, like I don't, like the names, I'll get them all wrong. I kind of get the vibe, and you see the repetitions and these stories and tropes. There's all this oddball stuff on the outskirts, and it comes to you. And the gameplay is fine. The brawling's fine. I like beat 'em ups. It's okay. Like there's some depth, but it's not like the best thing you've ever played. And the RPG, it's definitely baby's first RPG. It's like on the Persona level, like barely has elementals and like paper rock scissors type of thing. So if you're playing Pokemon, you'd do fine at this. But the stuff on the outskirts, the amount of humanity they bring into this kind of stoic Japanese anime gang story is really special, and how it's made me grow as a person is just empathizing. Like this guy in the red suit, like he's my other half on the other side of the world. If I joined the Yakuza and was a totally different dude, I'd be him. Like always trying to do the right thing, but usually getting it wrong and upsetting people. I totally identify with his character, and just both of them get a collection of oddballs. And really, as I've stepped into later stages of my career and my life, I've definitely collected some oddballs, and I've been happily became an oddball in other people's lives. So great entry points into the series are Yakuza 0, which was the one that really blew up. I think it came out around 2018. It's on PS4 and it's on Xbox, I believe. It's part of both of their packages, so the PlayStation Plus and the Xbox Game Pass, and you can get them on PC for probably like $10 to $15. These games are like 20 to 60 hours long, depending on how much time you want to put into them. And you can skip parts of the story. If you just see someone you like on the cover of Yakuza 3, you'd be fine. But there are 7 mainline games. The 8th mainline game is coming out in a couple weeks. There's also the Judgment series that facial actor and voice actor is a very famous pop idol from Japan. I don't know him personally or professionally, but yeah, so very similar style, and it's a private detective story. And the latest one, like it takes place in high school and you're beating up kids, which is interesting takes. But I'm just so happy the series is part of my life, and I encourage you to give it a shot. I'm sure demos are out there. Just look up a YouTube highlight reel, and if you get the vibe, you'd get the game. So thank you. So thankful for people joining the this gaming community. We're looking forward to a good 2024. And I promise the next time streaming will be Pro Streamer Ness, and you won't have to listen to me much anymore. Thank you, and have a great year.